The wedding is in 2 weeks and we go to Thailand in a week. Like 7 days is all we have left, and so I'm going to start organizing my things together. I'm so excited for the wedding. As far as life and bus build in general goes, I feel a little stressed, and I'm trying to keep my stress levels down because it's really affecting me. But for the wedding, I feel really organized. I feel like we've done everything we need to. There's only a few post-it notes left and they're pretty much sorted already. I'm just waiting to confirm them properly before I, get them out of my mind. But yeah, it feels really good. I'm really excited to just relax and enjoy being on holiday for a while, getting married, and then just, taking in some new places in Greece. We're hoping we can get down to Israel as well to see family. At this point, things are slowly calming down, I feel like, but it's still pretty up in the air what's going to happen there. But we have our fingers crossed that there'll be peace soon, because no one likes war, do they? So, anyways, I got way too excited. Some of our guests started packing, so I've decided I'm going to pack 2. I'm going to start with all the wedding things first, because I already have them pretty much together. And then I'll do all of my clothes and things. So I think let's start with the guest book and things on the bottom. So this is the guest book. We've got our little printer, some games and entertainment for my niece, texters. Let's put the wedding invite with it and a few fun little trinkets. I guess that's it. So that can go at the bottom. Ring box and rings. I'm wearing my ring and the other 2 are in here. Cufflinks and a few other things that can go together in there. Jewellery. I have a bag here and makeup too. I might just put all my jewellery in this one little box. So they are just super easy to find all together. Diane's jewellery. The girls' jewellery is here. Alright, favours is all of these. They can go in. This I'll probably pack into mine. That won't comply. The emergency kit. Alright, emergency kit. Yep. And the rest should be in my bag. So these I'll put in my bag. Actually, I could probably chuck them in there. They're just my event shoes. Yeah, they can go in there. Event shoes. Go there. Most of this stuff will get sent away. And then I've got some of my warm clothes in there just so that I don't have to think about them yet. Because I have the room, so I might as well, because this is going underneath. I mean, it's just carry-on, so it can go on as well. But it just depends if I want to deal with the hassle. Alright, so that's wedding packed. Alright, as for packing my bag, I've put all of our documents and passports and things at the front of my bag. I've got our wet shoes in here and one of these adapters. It's a universal one. It's not the best, but it works. And now as far as what I'm packing, I pack pretty light. So I have 2 pairs of shorts, 2 skirts, 2 loose throw-on dresses to put over swimmers, but they're also, this one's casual enough that I can wear it out. I do also have another white one that I'm going to put in the same carry-on bag thing as my pajamas. So that's that. I have 3 t-shirts and I have 4 singlets. That's it. Oh yes, and then I have my swimmers. I'll pack my underwear at the end of the week and a bra. And that is my one carry-on. Woohoo! So backpack and one luggage. That's actually enough to just be carry-on, but I'll most likely check in the wedding bag just so that I don't have to carry it around the airport. Although I might end up keeping it because it's convenient to put a bag on it. We'll see. We are about 2 weeks away from our wedding and only about 5 days before we go to Thailand for our holiday. And so it's just about time to start defuzzing everything. I have let my leg hairs grow the last little while and my armpits and everything so that I can wax, epilate, and just make myself as smooth as a dolphin. And it's just, I just wanted to pop in and say it's so funny watching people use an epilator for the first time, as this has just been my normal since I was 13 and like ready to shave my legs. But yeah, my advice if you are using it for the first time, don't start with your armpits. Ouch! Like, it took me a couple of months to work up to doing my armpits. And now it's at a point where it's fairly easy. But start with your legs, especially like the bottom part of your legs is definitely less sensitive than your underarms and will actually give you a nice experience so that you can enjoy the process, because it's fairly easy once you do it for a while. This was so funny. Good morning, everyone. I am fresh. I'm feeling excited because in 2 days' time, we are getting on the bus, going up to Sydney, and then flying over to Thailand for our wedding, for our honeymoon, for our trip. I cannot wait. It has come way too slowly and then way too quick towards the end. This week I am organizing myself. I'm getting my hair cut, I'm getting my lashes done, I'm doing my fake tan, I'm getting rid of every little hair on my body so that I feel smooth and ready to go in a bikini. So yeah, it's been an exciting time to kind of glam up for my wedding because I don't do it often, and it's feeling really special. I'm feeling really girly, and this is things that I haven't really done once since my hens because I had to do it last month, but before then I haven't done in like 10 years time, not like a full body glam up. So it's going to be fun to take you along for it. I'm really excited that I'm splurging myself to going to this place because since we moved here 4 years ago, we've driven past the place a few times and I've always wanted to go, but it's a little bit on the dearer side, so getting to treat myself for my wedding is really special. Just have a couple of minutes, so I'm hanging out by the water before I go in. Alright, eyelashes are done. We did a few less dramatic ones on the end so that it's a bit more natural, and I think I prefer it this way. So pretty. I also want to talk about some of the traditions that we have skipped for our wedding. I think the fun of planning your own wedding and doing a wedding in general is you don't have to follow all the rules. A wedding is your own to do as you like. It's a big party at the end of the day and a celebration of your love. And so there are certain traditions that a lot of people might do, or when you think of a wedding, you expect to see these things or to do these things. And we have decided, no, not for us. This tradition that I skipped is one that I see a lot of modern brides skipping and a lot don't. So it goes both ways. But I am choosing not to wear a veil. I have my long hair out. I've got a lot of beautiful details on my dress that I want to show off, and I feel like a veil won't add anything to my look, and if anything will take away from different details that I have. So I am choosing not to spend my money, especially because it's like $300 for a veil. Oh my god. I'm choosing not to spend my money on a veil where I just wear it once for the ceremony and then take it off. It's a waste for me. there's no point. For those that don't know, Sam and I are getting married overlooking the beach in a tropical area. We'll be in Thailand, and I'm so excited to get married barefoot on grass. So one of the next traditions that we're skipping is shoes. Shoes, for some reason, I have no idea why, but shoes became one of the most stressful and difficult decisions to make for me and my bridal party and my wedding party in general. So we decided to opt out of shoes. We have the perfect wedding destination and wedding style where we can get away with this. So no shoes for the grooms, no shoes for the bride and the bridesmaids, no shoes for the guests. I hope they're not mad. Along with no shoes and the style of the wedding, I want to keep it really natural, flowy, and not casual, but not super formal either. So the men, or at least the groomsmen and the groom himself, are not going to wear suits and tux. I want them to feel comfortable and airy on a really hot, humid day. And the last thing I know they want to wear is suit and tux and socks and all the things that are involved with that. So we said, nope, we're keeping it semi-casual for their attire. And they're just wearing a beautiful linen top and some nice chinos. That's it. That's all it needs to be. We don't need to spend crazy amounts of money on suits. We don't need to wear things that make us feel uncomfortable and also hot. Let's keep it simple. This is one of my favorite traditions that we are skipping. We're skipping quite a lot. My list is quite extensive, I must say. But the next thing that we're skipping is a choice we made from the very beginning by planning a destination wedding, and that is having a one-day wedding. From the beginning, we knew we did not want the party to end. We did not want our celebrations to last a few hours and then be over, and for us to feel like we didn't get enough time with our guests and each other. So we decided to do a destination wedding where we go overseas with everyone. Everyone's on holiday, so everyone can drink and then walk home after. No one's a deso driver. Everyone can be there the night before, the day after, for as long as we like. So a destination wedding has definitely meant that we have been able to extend our wedding from a wedding day to pretty much a wedding week. And to go along with our extended wedding, because we are already at our honeymoon destination, we're not going to be leaving straight away the night of to go to our mini moon afterwards. We're staying put with all our guests for a few days. We'll get to enjoy being there together, and then we'll be going to Greece for our honeymoon. You may notice that a lot of the traditions that we're skipping are things to do with cost and things to do with items that we will only use or wear once. And I think this has been the big reason for skipping a lot of traditions like the veil and the shoes. So the next thing that we skipped is the usage of signs. So I know it looks so cute on Pinterest and on Instagram and on YouTube for people to have little signs everywhere for every single thing that you're doing. And this is something we're skipping. The only signs that we're working on are our name tags, which are connected to our favors, which I handmade. And I think we might also, the venue is going to organize a seating chart. But other than that, I'm not actually wasting my time making signs. I have a small wedding guest list that's coming. I've got an incredible wedding party who are able to be there and talk to people and explain things if they don't understand. And I also have my wedding planner who can explain things as well. So there's no need to go out of my way to buy or make signs. So I'm just skipping that. And speaking of no waste, this next tradition is definitely one I'm skipping. I will not be having confetti or sparklers or anything like that at my wedding and creating plastic waste or just, again, spending money on things that will only last so long. Instead, my guests are going to be throwing rose petals at us, which are part of our flower arrangements, and that's about it. And I'm happy with that. All right, if you stuck around this long for the traditions that we skipped, it's about to get juicy. I think these ones are a little controversial, so let's get into them. The next tradition that I skipped is a traditional wedding dress. I won't say too much more about it because I have a whole video coming up dedicated to making and customizing and designing my dress from scratch. And all I'm going to say is it definitely does not follow the rules on what a dress should be. I have seen more and more modern brides taking on their wedding dresses with a whole new look, and I absolutely love it. I've seen short dresses, I've seen suits, I've seen like mullet dresses, I've seen like pretty provocative dresses, and mine definitely follows in this category of it's not what you'd expect. So make sure you subscribe down below so that you can see the making of my dress and also the wedding video on the Di and Sam channel so you can actually see the dress in action. Wedding rings, another controversial one, and we actually decided to buy our wedding rings a year ago now. And we made the decision that Sam isn't going to wait to wear his wedding ring on his wedding day. I get to wear an engagement ring for almost 2 years now, and why shouldn't he as the man? So we decided when we bought our wedding bands that he would get to wear his. To him, it's a really beautiful token that helps to support his mental health and anxieties, and I'm all for that. So for the last year, he has been wearing his ring, he has been testing out what it's like on his finger, and we actually decided about a month ago in February to take the ring off so that he can feel that loss of it in a way, or that absence of it, which he did almost straight away. He kept feeling like he lost his ring. And so now he won't wear it until the wedding day, but he's been wearing it happily and we absolutely don't mind. To us, the wedding day is a celebration of the love we have already shared for 9 years and will continue to. So this tradition of like keeping certain things away from one another until an official date, we're throwing it out the door. We don't care. We want him to wear his ring. And to go along with this too, though we are getting married in Thailand in March, we're actually not signing our certificates and wedding papers until a month later in Victoria. We chose to do this for a very particular reason. To get legally married in Thailand, you have to go through a lot of paperwork beforehand in Bangkok. You need to actually get married on a weekday so that you can have an official person sitting there to see it all play out. And you also just have to pay extra money to have that legal wedding. So we decided we don't want to go through all that. We want to have our wedding on a weekend date. We want to be able to just go straight on our holiday without sitting in any offices. And so we would rather have our legal marriage in Victoria with our nana and family members that may want to experience it again, or who may not have been able to come for the first wedding. We'll all be able to get together in the afternoon, have the legal marriage, some lunch, walk around the city for a bit, and that is the official side of things, which is only costing us $350 compared to thousands and all the hassle. I've got 2 more traditions that we've skipped for you. The next one wasn't by my own choice, but I'm kind of glad that it's happening now. My dad unfortunately can't be there at the wedding in Thailand, so what I am doing instead of having a father-daughter dance, I will have a mother-daughter dance, and instead of having my father walk me down the aisle, I'm gonna have my mum. And I'm actually really excited for this because mums often don't get a big role in the wedding. A lot of mums just get to sit and watch their kids get married, and our mums raised us from absolutely nothing in their tummies, carried us for 9 months, and then raised us our whole lives. So to do this for my mum feels really special, and I'm really excited that it's happening. And the last tradition that we skipped, and again, this might not be that unusual, but Sam and I are having a different amount of people in our wedding party. So he's going to have 4 groomsmen and I'm going to have 3 bridesmaids. So there will be 7 of them all together. And yeah, this might be challenging in photos. I guess we'll see. But for the most part, I'm just really excited to have my girls that I want to have by my side without forcing either Sam to not have someone or myself to include someone that maybe I wouldn't necessarily feel super comfortable having. So 4 and 3 works for us.
It's my wedding day.